The heart of a leader should resonate with the cries of his people and should always prioritize the needs of the people he serves. Coming up, the strength of a leader lies in his ability to unite, not to divide. There was a very fascinating debate, or should I say, the exchange of words between Gayton McKenzie and Fana Mokoena of EFF. What I found so fascinating about this debate, guys, is that in everything that Fana Mokoena could have discussed with Gayton McKenzie in that portfolio of Sports, Art and Culture Committee, he chose to discuss or to debate about the STEM, whether it should be removed or stay. Out of all the challenges sports, art and culture is facing, lack of sports and recreation grounds in schools, lack of funding of the athletes to go and perform overseas, etc. He chose to speak about the STEM. Really?
We have a peculiar situation in this country in which we have a so-called national anthem that still bears the hallmarks of apartheid. And in a situation in which we've gotten rid of the flag, the apartheid flag, it's peculiar that we get rid of the flag, but we keep the anthem. The two go together. They go together. You raise the flag so that you can sing the anthem. It is impossible for us to get rid of the one and then keep the other. The distem needs to go. It is not to say we need to get rid of Afrikaans. We can find a replacement of Afrikaans. But distem needs to go. It is offensive. It needs to go.
Well, I'm not too sure, guys. In the history of our national anthem, I'm speaking under correction here. In the history of our new national anthem, I've never heard of anyone being offended by the STEM. Now, whether the STEM goes or stay, how is that going to change the lives of the artists like McCarthy, who had to go to see a loan shark for them to have money to travel to BET overseas? How is it going to change the life of the artists who die poor? How is changing the STEM going to help or resuscitate the whole Department of Art and Culture so that it serves the need of the people it's designed to serve? How is removing of the STEM is going to help unite the youth of South Africa and South Africa as a whole going forward? How is that going to help their future? How is the removing of the STEM is going to contribute to our poor economy and better the lives of South Africans? How is the removing of the STEM is going to change the status quo in South Africa? But in all this, I love how Gayton McKenzie responded to Fana Mokoena. Check this out.
Without fear or any favor, when you take a decision, South Africa has taken a decision that we are one nation under God. And when we've taken that decision, it comes with many contradictions. The STEM is part of who we were and who we've become. You cannot pinpoint some issues. We must protect the national anthem. We have one of the most beautiful national anthems. The meaning to the STEM is being included there it's such an expression of how far we've come as a nation. I sing Nkosi Sikelele, God bless Africa, Sitjhaba sa rona, as hard as I sing Eddie Blow van ons se yema, we will not be ashamed to say we support this stem being part of the national anthem. We have moved on. We are one South Africa. You can go to the past. We don't live there anymore. Thank you very much.
You're not recognizing us, Chair. Chair. Chair.
Thank you, Chair. I take it's not his maiden speech anymore. Can the Honorable Minister take a question that says if he then accepts the apartheid flag? In the same way that he accepts the stamp.
Yeah. If we will accept the question,
No, ask him. There's no problem.
I'll accept the question.
You accept the question. Please ask your question. The time has expired, but ask your question.
I'm asking, so you accept what is called the stem, which was part of the apartheid regime, which suppressed black people like you and I, right? And people were killed over the stem. Right?
Can you raise the question?
But can I speak, please, man? Can you, Minister, accept the stem or accept the apartheid flag in the same way that you accept the stem? Because the two go together. You raise a flag so that you sing the anthem. Thank you.
No, the two goes together in your world, not in the real world. Because in the real world, the old flag does not exist anymore. So the stem is part of the national anthem. I will accept it. You see, there's so many amongst you that wants us to still live in the past. We have moved on. You can stay there, but we no longer live there. We will sing the stem.
Thank you, Minister. Your time is...
Hey, this GNU is powerful, man.
Wow, how refreshing was that? Well, I don't know about you guys, but by the look of things, by the look of the way Gayton McKenzie is playing out, I think Gayton McKenzie is going to surprise a whole lot of people out there. I think Gayton McKenzie is going to surprise a whole lot of skeptics out there. Watch the space. When Fana Mokoena said the so-called national anthem, that already to me, it says this is not the guy who's ready to work with all of us to move South Africans forward. This is the guy who's still stuck in the past. This is not the guy who's ready to at least work with a vision carer, which is Gayton McKenzie in this point. We've been down the similar road before. Do you remember Natim Tetwa with his flag that costed us 22 million while athletes were struggling with funds just to go and perform overseas? While artists were struggling during COVID, and Natim Tetwa was just deciding on the flag that costed us 22 million. Thanks to Cyril, who just put a stop to that nonsense. Can you imagine 22 million, a flag? Oh, that flag, it lights at night.
We have listened, and now the public procurement bill is coming. And we listen, just as Minister Mthethwa listened about the flag. Umamezi. So Mthethwa comes to me He says, President, please tell me when I can call you. So I say, Mteto, I'm in a cabinet committee meeting. We'll talk afterwards. So I call him back, and he says, President, this flag thing, which is such a wonderful, initiative, it seems that our people are not happy with it. Karino, of course they are not happy. What should I do? Cancel this thing. And the Minister Mtetwa was able to say, yes, President, we will pull this thing. And besides that, the cost was just too high. It's a wonderful project. Karino, pull it, we shelve it, we will see it. Once our economy is flying, then we will see it.
I think out of all the leaders that are rising right now, it's only those who understand South Africa in its diversity, those who are ready to work with South Africans as a collective, black and white, Indian and coloreds. Those are the leaders who will win the hearts of South Africans. I believe with all of my heart that an individual in South Africa has not started living until he rises above the confines of his individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity, black and white. What do you think? Let me hear your comment below. And if it's your first time in this channel, please don't forget to subscribe.